Some people are lucky enough to survive one shipwreck. Violet Jessop survived 3. And not just any ships. She was on board the Olympic, the Titanic, and the Britannic. 3 of the most famous ships of the early 20th century. And somehow she managed to live through all of them. In the early 1900s, ocean travel was entering a new age. Passenger liners were becoming larger, faster, and more luxurious than anything the world had seen before. These were not simply ships, they were floating cities. Elegant dining rooms, promenades, lounges, luxurious cabins, hundreds of crew, and thousands of passengers crossing the Atlantic in a single voyage. And among the companies leading this transformation was the White Star Line. And among the people working on these ships was a young stewardess by the name of Violet Jessop. Now, Jessop was born in October of 1887 in Argentina to Irish parents. But when she was 16, sadly, her father passed away and her mother moved the family to England. There, Violet cared for her sister while her mother was away working at sea. But then when her mother became ill, Violet followed in her mother's footsteps and began working at sea herself while just 21 years of age. By 1910, at around the age of 23, she'd taken a position as a stewardess with the White Star Line. And her role was straightforward but demanding. She looked after passengers, helping them settle into their cabins, answering questions, ensuring their journey, the whole experience ran smoothly. It was steady work, and at first it seemed fairly uneventful. However, that changed in 1911. Jessop was serving aboard the RMS Olympic. At the time, this was the largest passenger ship in the world. And while sailing off the south coast of England after leaving the port of Southampton, the Olympic collided with a British naval vessel called HMS Hawke. The warship's reinforced ram bow struck the liner's starboard side near the stern, tearing open the hull. Steel plates buckled, water began to flood into the ship, but despite the damage, the Olympic remained afloat and was able to return to port under her own power. No lives were lost, but for those on board, it was a stark reminder of just how vulnerable even the largest ships could be. For Violet Jessop, it was only the beginning. The following year, she was assigned to a new vessel, a ship that would soon become the most famous ocean liner in history, the RMS Titanic. In April of 1912, the Titanic set sail on her maiden voyage from Southampton to New York, and Jessop worked again as a stewardess, just as she had done on the Olympic, assisting passengers throughout the journey. But then late on the night of April the 14th, that ship, the Titanic, struck an iceberg. At first, many passengers did not fully understand what had happened. The engines stopped, the ship fell into an unnatural silence. Crew members were moving through the corridors, waking passengers and instructing and encouraging them to put on their lifebelts. Jessop later recalled being ordered onto the deck of the ship to help with passengers who spoke little English. As the situation became clearer, lifeboats were prepared. She was eventually placed into one of them, and according to her own accounts, a crew member handed her a baby to hold as the boat was lowered into the Atlantic. From the water, she watched the great ship begin to disappear. More than 1,500 people would lose their lives that night, but Jessop survived. Now, at this point, you might think, I know, I don't want to have a career at sea anymore. It's just not worth the risk. However, Violet Jessop didn't think like that. A few years later, during the First World War, Violet Jessop returned to sea once again. This time, she was a volunteer aid detachment nurse, and she was assigned to the HMHS Britannic. The Britannic had initially been built as a sister ship to the Titanic, but instead of carrying passengers, it was converted into a hospital ship. Its role was to transport wounded soldiers from the Mediterranean back to Britain. And in November of 1916, while sailing through the Aegean Sea, the Britannic struck a mine. The explosion caused severe damage. Water began flooding the ship almost immediately. And unlike the Titanic, which took almost 3 hours before it sank, the Britannic went down in less than 1 hour. Crew members rushed to launch the lifeboats and get the injured soldiers aboard, and Jessop later described the chaos that followed. Some of the lifeboats were drawn towards the ship's propellers at the rear of the ship as it began to sink, and realising the danger, she jumped into the sea. As the ship disappeared beneath the surface, the force of the sinking vessel dragged her underwater. She later wrote that she struck her head against the side of the ship before managing to break free and reach the surface. The Britannic sank, and 30 people lost their lives. Once again, Violet Jessop survived. 3 ships, 1 collision, 2 sinkings. And Violet Jessop had been there for all of it. But what makes her story even more remarkable is what happened afterwards. She did not leave the sea. She continued working on passenger ships for many years afterwards. Eventually she retired and lived a quiet life in the south of England. She died in 1971 at the ripe old age of 83. A woman who had lived through some of the most famous maritime disasters in history. But history tends to remember the ships, the Titanic, the Britannic and the Olympic. The great liners that defined an era. But sometimes the most extraordinary stories belong to the people who were simply there and lived to tell the tale.